so much for having me. I really appreciate it. You guys have a company that actually cares about you as a whole, which is awesome. Forward thinking, you already know that because you work here, but there are companies, unfortunately, that don't care about you as a whole. You have a life. You have a family outside these doors, right? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your busy day to hear something that's actually changed my life. It changed my life 4 years ago. So much that I actually now get to share it with you. So it's a gift that was given to me that I get to give to you. So just to kind of get your mind on the same page and what we're going to talk about, if we could have just a little bit of fun. Do you guys like having fun? Okay. So if you could just all stand up for just a moment. And if this applies to you or your household, go ahead and sit down. So if you've ever received a moving violation, have a seat. If somebody in your household has received a moving violation, have a seat. So you, congratulations, have not been caught. That's great. So let me ask you this. Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Yes. Okay, have a seat. So as you can see, we're all going to talk about something that's relevant to everyone, not only in this room, but in life. And what we do is we are here to help you save time and money. So who wants to save time and money? Exactly. Now, if you're like me, you maybe are thinking, I don't want any more insurance. I don't want to have any more money coming out of my check. So I want to just kind of deal with anything that you might be thinking money-wise, because I'm not going to ask you guys to make a financial decision today. I'm just here to give you a gift. So what we could first do is just take the money out of it. Fair enough? Okay, so if you could open up your applications, everyone, because everyone's going to fill one of these out today, whether you see value or not. We're going to have the application in your file for your HR. Okay, so everyone that has children, who has children that are under 18 years old? Can I see all those that have children under 18? Okay, so just speaking to those people that just raised their hand, I'm going to ask you on this application right here to put $6.21. If you can go ahead and put $6.21. Now everyone else in the room, whether you have children, you're single, you're married, doesn't matter. Everyone else, if you can now put the $5.98. And they're going to help you around the room. $5.98. Okay? So what does that mean? That is what we're talking about today is $5.98. The price of this Happy Meal, basically, it's less than that, actually. I went and got this burger, drink, and a fry is $6.49 is what the lady at McDonald's told me. So what we're talking about today is less than a meal. Did you need to make a financial decision to buy that meal? Did you need to call home and say, hey, can I order, this meal? Do you share the meal with your family and cut the burger in 4 or 5 pieces and split up the fries and put 5 straws in the drink? No, right? You buy a meal for all your family. But you don't have to do that. This is actually going to take care of your entire family. Okay? Who is it that we're going to talk about? We're talking about yourself, your spouse, or your significant other. All of your children up until their 21st birthday, as long as they live at home and they've never been married. And we're going to cover them until their 23rd birthday if they're away at college or home at college full-time. If they have mental or physical disability and they live at home, we're going to take care of them for life. I love that. And if you're the legal guardian of a child, we'll take care of them until they're 18. So the whole price covers everyone I just mentioned. Does that sound good? Okay. So let me talk to you about what we do for this amount. Okay? We are in the business to save you time and money. And this is a shield that's protecting your entire family. And what we're going to give you is the ability to talk to attorneys. Normally, nobody wants to talk to attorneys, right? Some people even tell me, I even said, I don't even use attorneys. Are you guys like me? Right? I don't use attorneys. Well, why not? It's price, right? But let me ask you this. If we didn't have to open our wallet, if price was not a concern, would you call an attorney to help you with life, to make better decisions? So, if you're in a situation where you had a fight with Nabisco or Sony, do you think that you could win? Why not? Price, right? They have the money, the deep pockets, to have the best attorneys. And I have nobody helping me. Or maybe I have my brother-in-law who's an attorney. You know, he probably practices real estate law, and I'm dealing with, you know, a consumer issue. What we've given you the ability, your company cares so much about you, they actually provided a way for you to have access to those same attorneys that Nabisco and Rite Aid use. How exciting is that? Have I caught your attention? Mm-hmm. That's great, because that's what I want to do. I just want to share with you that you now have legal muscle that you didn't have to break a sweat for or break your wallet for. For that $5.98 per week, what we're going to give you is an 800 number. So if you can see on your form there, it is a number to your law firm. So when we leave here today, you're going to put those phone numbers into your phone. And they are going to give you the top law firm on speed dial for you and your entire family. And what do you get to do? You get to call them unlimited on any area of law nationwide. So who here can say unlimited? Can I have you guys all join with me and say unlimited?
Unlimited.
Thank you. Unlimited actually means unlimited. So it could be something really traumatic that you already know you need an attorney for, but we can also talk to an attorney about something trivial. So I have a phone, and my AT&T, I know it's a big phone, but it's a phone and a note. AT&T was overcharging me for 2 downloads that I did not download. Have you ever had a fight with your cell phone company? Your cable company? Have you ever tried to return a defective product from maybe Fry's? Maybe, you know, washer and dryer doesn't work anymore. Maybe your cell phone doesn't work anymore. You know, you bought it and it doesn't have range. What do? You normally fight yourself and you call customer no service. And you wait on hold on your lunch break when you wanted to eat or go take a nap for a few minutes, right? And you fight with customer no service. And then what do? You get nowhere. And then you say, let me talk to your supervisor. And you still get nowhere, right? How about if you don't have to fight your battles anymore on your own? Would it change your life to live like the super wealthy do? Super wealthy people, don't they just have attorneys that work for them? They just call their attorney and they deal with their life. They have to sign a contract. We're going to let you do that. We're going to be able to give you the ability to call an attorney to review contracts up to 10 pages in length, unlimited subject matters. So it could be on your next lease when you want to buy your car or lease a car or lease an apartment or buy a house. You want to make good decisions every day if you're like me, right? Mm-hmm. And the only way that you can really make good decisions is gathering facts, right? And if it costs you $300 an hour, which is what attorneys charge, to get facts, you'll never call an attorney. But we're changing that for you. So now what you guys are going to have is attorneys on speed dial. So what you'll be able to do is you're going to call your law firm, and you're going to give them a brief description of what your call is about, and that person is going to give you a case number, and an attorney is going to call you back within 8 business hours. No bill, just your monthly, $25.90. Your $5.98 is actually $25.90 a month, okay? Now, what you'll do is you'll go ahead and you'll give them a brief description of what your call is about, and they will give you a call back within 8 business hours, an attorney who specializes in that area of law, or a scheduled appointment. Let's say that you need to have your spouse present or you want to take the call back on your lunch break, okay? Now, when they call you, there's no clock ticking. You can talk to them about any matter. We will also review your contracts and documents. We will also write letters and phone calls made on your behalf. So this letter right here was a letter that was written by an attorney, and as you can see, half of the letter is letterhead. So it doesn't have to go on your Hello Kitty or Power Ranger stationery. It's going to go from the top law firm in the state. It's going to get noticed. It's not going to go into the customer service department. It's going to actually go in the legal department. Okay? So what happened is this. You've ever been in a situation like this, I'm sure. My client had Blue Cross, and Blue Cross did not want to pay the $3,000 bill. They told my customer that they were out of network. That happens all the time. And you don't know what your rights are, and so you just fight with customer service. So instead, he called his law firm, which you guys can do now, and he picked up the phone, he talked to his attorney, and the attorney said, let me review your contract, so it's also included. And he faxed over his documents, and the attorney actually said, I'm going to write a letter on your behalf. So he wrote this letter, no extra charge. Everything I'm talking to you about is just in that flat monthly rate, okay? So he wrote the letter, and then Blue Cross sent him a letter of apology, and he paid the $3,000 bill. Would you guys like to have support that normally just the super wealthy people do? You have it. Your company cares that much about you. They found out this existed for themselves, and they are now making it available to you. So you get a group discounted rate. It's also a portable plan. You can take it if you ever retire from here, and you would just change payment method. And we're going to be here to help you for life, so all you have to do is contact us, and we'll change it to a credit card or a bank draft if you ever retire from here. Now, the second thing that we're going to do is we're going to give you the ability to talk to your attorneys to get your estate planning done. What does that mean? Your will. Most people don't even think they need a will because they don't have any money. That's what I thought. What I want to share with you is that if you have, especially those that have kids, if you don't have your estate planning done, the state of California is a will by default state. That just means this. If you don't put this plan in place, the state will do it for you. It's not logical, it's legal. So the attorneys will actually draw up your will, and today I'm giving you a gift that's valued at least $1,000, and if you're married, $2,000, because we're going to give you the ability to get your will done for free today. Okay? So when we're done, we're going to meet over here, and we're going to give you this gift. Now, what we're also going to give you is your health care directive. That's the document that tells your family whether you're going to be on life support or not. We don't want them to have to make that decision for you. You want to make your wishes known, and then they just follow through on that. And then we're also going to give you the ability to have somebody in place. It's called a durable power of attorney. If you're in a coma or something, you can't make decisions, and your paychecks need to be cashed and your bills need to be paid. Okay? Now, you all stood up about a moving violation. How would you like to fight those tickets on your own, like you've been doing, or would you like the legal muscle of the top law firm in the state going to court either with you or for you? Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to have you be in touch with the top traffic attorneys in the state or across the country. So the ticket could actually be a ticket that you got on your trip to Vegas or on your trip in Hawaii. And it is for your kids too. So we don't fix tickets, but we will help you navigate and advocate and actually represent you in court if it's a defensible moving violation. So what do I mean by that? Is if it's a ticket that is defensible, we will take care of you through this part of the plan. Now let's say it's not a defensible moving violation. Let's say that it is a reckless driving. We were going to still take care of you. Nothing in our plan will have you fall out of the shield, so there's not any exclusions there. We're always going to take care of you, but it's going to be under our 25% preferred member discount. So we're always going to take care of you. If you're drinking and driving, we're going to take care of you the 25% discount, okay? Now, if you get in a situation where somebody dies, we hope that never happens to you, but if that does happen, we're going to take care of 100% of your charges, criminal charges, okay? Now, if you're in a situation where your taxes are being audited, do you want to go to court and deal with the IRS by yourself? With your shoebox? of receipts, or do you want us to take care of it with you and for you? So we're going to give you 50 hours just in case that happens to you. And the good news is we hurried in to get you an extra year of coverage because we're getting you before this year is over. We're giving you one extra year. So we're actually going to cover your 2011 taxes and forward on your personal taxes. So I'm really excited to share that with you. Now, why I actually stand in front of you is because who here thinks that legal situations happen only during 9 to 5? Sometimes things happen in the middle of the night, right? You're leaving the bar and they pull you over. So all of our members have one of these very important key fobs. So you're going to get your membership kit in about 10 days. And you're going to go ahead and pull out these little key fobs. You're going to put them on your keychain, put them on your kid's keychain. I also gave you a phone number and of your law firm. You're going to put that in your accounts on your phones, and a video that you'll be able to watch with your family. But what I'd like to let you know is this key fob gives you the ability to talk to attorneys 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We pay our attorneys so much money every single month. You figure, what kind of an attorney can you get for $5.98? If you're like me, I thought, did they pass the bar? Are they at the bar? Right? This is how it works. Collective buying power. Right? So not everybody needs an attorney at the exact same time, in the exact same area of law, but our dollars collectively in the state of California pay our law firm almost $2 million a month. That's how we do it. So we pay our attorneys so much money that we tell them they have to wear pagers on their pajamas. Literally. Now I've used this part of the plan, which is why I actually share it with people now. Crazy. I was in a situation where I had done nothing wrong. How many times have you been in a situation, maybe in an injury accident, you're on the side of the road, the police are called, and you're telling the officer and the witnesses what happened? Mm-hmm. Well, I found out, and maybe you know this, I didn't know this, the law is legal, not logical. Right? It's crazy. Well, I picked up the phone and I called my attorney. Remember, you have 8 business hours to have them call you back, right? Well, they put me on hold. And my criminal attorney picked up the phone. And I was getting criminal advice I never thought I'd need in my entire life before the police showed up.
Oh, wow.
So that's what you now have for not only you, but your entire family. That's 24 hours. Not when your dog is barking in the middle of the night, of your neighbor, or you want to get divorced in the middle of the night. This is for a true emergency. You're being questioned, detained, arrested. They're taking your children from your custody, that kind of thing, okay? Now, when we originally started, I think I had asked you, or maybe I forgot to mention identity theft, if you've been a victim. Who here has been a victim or knows somebody who's been a victim? Okay. So what we did is we partnered with a company called Kroll. They're the leading risk management company in the planet, and they are going to take care of you and your entire family if you become a victim of identity theft. Most people think it's a credit issue. That's actually less than 21% of all identity theft crimes. So I'll give you an example. I did a presentation, and a lady approached me and said, my dad just got arrested, and it was because somebody used his driver's license number. How many people know how easy it is to make a fake ID? It's easy, right? So this is what happened. Somebody used his driver's license number and got a DUI. And what happened was he didn't go to court. Well, why would he? It wasn't his information, it was this dad's information. So now the dad gets pulled over for a routine traffic stop, and he is the flesh person that the officer sees that has a warrant. He gets arrested. So that's a very, very sad crime. It is a crime where you're the victim, which you already know, and then you're treated as the criminal. So you have to prove that wasn't you. What happens if somebody's using your social security number in 5 different states, and they're not paying their taxes, and now they're garnishing your wages for unpaid taxes? Or maybe it's medical identity theft. It's very sad, but it's a crime that's actually killing you. They're putting the different blood type in you. How many people are without work? How many people are without medical insurance? Well, what they do is they steal your information on the black market. They now go and get services in your name. And that's sad but true. Now, when I mentioned there was a $1 difference for those, remember, that had children that were under 18, the difference is only $1, and that's because we've added the safeguard for minors on the identity theft. That just means no matter how many kids you have, we're going to take care of them in the identity theft crime, because unfortunately the minors are getting really victimized. The number one crime right now, and the youngest reported victim is 3 months old. So if you think about it, it makes sense. They're flying under the radar undetected because they're not supposed to have a credit file. You're not even monitoring them. And then when they turn 18 and they want to get their cell phone in their name or get a student loan or rent an apartment, they can't because there's 18 years of nightmare. And it's sad, but that person has to prove that wasn't them. So I have good news. Who likes good news? We will actually do the work of restoration for you. So not only will we monitor you and we'll give you a credit report for free, we're actually going to do the work for you. Not with you. We're not going to give you an alert. You know, there are some companies that just kind of are monitoring. You might have something on your Citibank Visa. We'll actually do the work for you. It doesn't matter what kind of identity theft it is, because there's actually 6 areas and most people think it's financial. And it doesn't matter if it crosses state lines. And the reason why we partnered up with Kroll is because identity theft is really a legal issue. You have to prove it's not you. So I am really glad to have had the opportunity to share this with you. So all of you, if you could please fill out all your contact information, write clear, write hard, put your personal email address on there, and put your cell phone number in your home spot if you can for me. For the first 5 memberships that we get completed, we're going to actually give you a gift card for free. But every single person that enrolls today is going to get their estate planning opportunity to do that for free. We're going to give you a free kit. So we'll be over here if you could just line up. And I really appreciate you taking your time, and I thank you so much.